Welcome to Organizing with Ease, where we simplify and organize our lives for the better. I'm Deanna Mall, your host, here to guide you towards a more organized and enriching life. Together, let's explore practical strategies, inspiring stories, and expert advice to simplify every aspect of our lives. Are you ready to embark on this journey with ease? Let's start. Hello, my friends, and welcome to another episode of Organizing with Ease. I'm Deanna Mall, and if this is your first time tuning in, I welcome you. Today we're kicking off our June series dedicated to helping you get summer ready and organized. Doesn't that sound good? With school out and the summer sun shining ever so brightly and hot here in the 305, it's the perfect time to rethink our schedules and create a balanced, stress-free routine. I'm so excited to share some practical tips to help you and your family stay organized this summer. So why not start right off the bat with talking about establishing a morning routine? And you're probably thinking, really, Deanna, a morning routine for the summer? But yes, summer mornings can be chaotic, especially with the kids at home. Especially when you want to have something get done or you need to get them woken up because they're off to camp, and these are routines that need to be in place. So establishing a consistent morning routine can set a positive tone for the day. So let me tell you about a client of mine. After struggling with very hectic and very unproductive mornings, maybe you all can relate to those unproductive mornings, they decided to establish a routine where after breakfast, everyone spent 15 minutes tidying their rooms and preparing for their day. Now, their children were a little bit older. They were about 12, 13, and the other one, there's three of them, the other one was 16. Of course, if you have smaller children, you might have to help them out just a little bit on that one. But I have to tell you, the way that she had explained it, she said that the simple change of doing the 15 minutes made a huge difference in their house, which actually it helped them stay a little bit neater, and everyone started the day feeling accomplished. So why is it important? Why is it really important to have a morning routine? Well, it helps create a sense of structure and predictability so that everybody knows what to expect. It reduces stress and makes everyone feel more grounded. Studies have shown that children who follow routines tend to be more focused and perform better academically. According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, routines can provide children with a sense of security and stability, which is crucial during periods of change like a summer break. Now, how do you establish a morning routine? All right, let's go through it. I'm going to give you let's go over five ways that we could do this, okay? Ready? One, you start with a wake up time. Choose a consistent wake up time. This doesn't have to be as early as during the school year, because please not for those high school students, especially in my household where we have to wake up at around 5:30. But it should be regular so that you can maintain a routine. So for instance, in our house, instead of waking up at that 5:36 a.m. call, we are waking up at around 7:38, which sets a good morning routine for my daughter because that is the time frame that she's already focused on waking up. Another morning routine is to establish a healthy breakfast, ensuring that everyone starts the day with a nutritious breakfast. It's also a very good opportunity for the family, right? As family bonding, discussing the day ahead. You can consider like fun, healthy options like smoothie bowls, pancakes, yogurt parfaits, something that is light for the summer. Again, then we can also incorporate some morning tasks, just like how I had mentioned earlier with that 15 minutes of everyone tidying up their personal spaces. This can actually just be as simple as making the bed, putting away some clothes, or organizing maybe the bathroom and picking up those wet towels off the floor. For those of you who have those older children, know exactly what I'm talking about. Then, of course, you want to plan out the day. Spend a few minutes reviewing the family calendar. which is super important. As the summer has so many activities, and if you definitely have your children attending different camps, sometimes they start differently on times and they need to be dropped off, picked up. And it's also really just good to just have the day's activities on hand and expectations with everybody on board. And then lastly, incorporate some physical activity. I know that sounds really crazy during the summertime, but it actually does help. Do something light, like, walk around the block. Take your dog along with the walk along with you. Do some stretching, maybe actually ride the bike as a family. I mean, I know that my girls and I, we like to do a quick yoga session together sometimes. It actually does give us a calm and positive tone for the day. But of course, meditation always works as well. Consistency is key. Once a routine is set, it becomes second nature. So, reducing that morning stress and setting a productive tone for the day always helps. Now, you can also, if you would like, and I know I've mentioned this before, but you can maybe create a morning playlist so that you can have, the music get everybody motivated with upbeat songs that helps everyone wake up and start the day. We like to play music in the morning, so that's why I mentioned that. Some people don't, but in our house, we love to play music a lot. Of course, you want to set timer for any of the tasks that need to be done, and it will also help your children stay focused and complete their tasks within the set time frame that you have. The best, just like we do through the school year, also to prepare the night before, laying out any clothes, pack any of the bags, any backpacks that you need for camp, especially for a swim camp if you do that, or any outdoor activities. When the kids come back, all of that has to be washed. So you have to probably put that in the laundry room and then replenish the bag for the next day. And then, of course, prepping any light items for food, for snacks for the next day. Do it the night before. It makes that morning routine so much smoother, similar to the school year, right? And a study published in the Journal of Adolescent Health found that adolescents with consistent routines, and we're going back to that consistency again, also includes regular sleep and wake up times. They experience better academic performance and mental health outcomes. Again, we're repeating this again because it's that important. And also for children between the ages of 6 to 13 really do need between 9 to 11 hours of sleep per night. So this goes and it correlates with the morning routine and how it can help ensure that everyone gets enough rest and wakes up refreshed, parents included. Now, creating that family calendar. Now let's talk about family creating calendar. I just love mine. It's where everyone's activities and commitments are on a shared calendar, which is a must. Just take, for instance, a client of mine, and they were literally missing like all their appointments, overlapping schedules. The housekeeper missed the pickup of their children because they thought someone else was picking them up. So if every family member has a color-coded marker for their activities, it's phenomenal. You can start off like in the kitchen, which is a great place. It's a command center area. That's where everyone goes. And just have a calendar, a visual calendar, which actually helps everyone see what's planned for that week. And it definitely reduces those last minute surprises and conflicts. Now, why is a family calendar so important and helpful? It's important because of the fact that it keeps everyone on the same page, and that's what you want, especially during summertime, because we're going everywhere. There might be short trips in between, and it reduces the chaos of conflicting schedules and last-minute plans. It also allows for better time management and ensures that important events and deadlines are not missed, because we don't want to miss any fun activities during the summertime. Now, do we? Definitely not. And because of the fact that it is summer, we definitely don't want to have any stress, and we want to improve our overall well-being even during the summer days. Now, how can we create a family calendar? Well, you choose your format. Decide what works for you. Do you like a physical calendar, like a wall calendar or on a whiteboard? Do you like a digital one, like a Google Calendar? Each family member can have its own designated color for easy identification. And it's very good in the sense that it's also organized. Schedule a weekly family meeting to update the calendar. Super important. We choose Sundays as our day, as our family day for dinner. Sunday nights, we go through the calendar, we checklist everything off. We say who's doing what. Even during the school year, we do the same. Sunday evening seems to be our day. Again, that prepares for the week ahead. If you don't use Sunday, maybe use another day, but having those regular meetings really does help. Include all the activities, whether it's the work schedules, kids' activities, family events, and maybe any appointments. Now, the summertime, a lot of times, all of those doctor's appointments and other appointments that we need to get done for our children are done during the summertime. Please include them on that calendar. But of course, vacations, family movie nights, all that ensures that it's all included on the calendar and everyone has something to look forward to if it's seen. I mean, I don't know about you, but I always like to get reminded. So I set reminders on my calendar like it's no tomorrow, whether it's work related and or for personal. But I do set reminders. You could use, of course, sticky notes. You can use highlighters to, if you wanted to, on your phone to just color coordinate that as much as possible. Also on your physical calendars as well, and stress the importance if it's needed. If you do have a calendar, make sure that it's accessible to everyone. Again, if you have that physical calendar, you place it where everyone can see it. The majority of times, it's actually left in the kitchen. A lot of times now, I have seen by my clients that they do it now in the area where the kids walk in, like in a mudroom area, and that's where they drop off their backpacks. So there also is another calendar as well. Just having a visual representation of everyone's schedule really helps better plan and avoid overbooking, because we don't want to overbook during the summer times, right? And then if you wanted to, you can actually use apps for the coordination. Like if you really want to have like these family calendars, there's apps called Cozy, Cozi, or the Google Calendar, of course. These are great tools for keeping track of family schedules. They allow for easy updates, and you can actually send reminders to every family member. So like I said, I have reminders for myself, but the way that I have it set up, I actually do have it where you can send reminders to your family because they too also be needed to be reminded. The Koozie Family Organizer app lets you create the shared to-do lists and also shopping lists if you want others to help you get some food, right? And then also you want to really, when you're doing this with the calendar, you really want to add the goals and just reward everyone. Why do I say that? Because, for example, if the family feels successful that they're following the schedule for the week, plan a special outing or treat. I know that sounds crazy, but you know what? It motivates the kids. It helps reinforce positive habits. For instance, if everyone sticks to the calendar for a week, you could plan, I don't know, why don't you go to your favorite restaurant or go get some ice cream, right? Just something so that the kids feel, oh my gosh, I stuck to a schedule. And now because of this, I get to enjoy my favorite restaurant or go to the zoo. For the younger kids, of course, you can add like stickers. You can actually put like pictures of them doing some things if you would like. Make it actually a little bit more engaging and easy for them to understand. I mean, I don't know about you, but a lot of times visuals are always easier for little ones to understand. So if you put like a sun sticker for outdoor playtime, a book sticker for reading time, a bed sticker for bedtime. You can also let your kids decorate their part of the calendar with their favorite stickers, making it fun and interactive for them so that they know that this section of the calendar is for them. Again, the statistics show that children with structured schedules tend to have better emotional regulation and behavioral outcomes. Also, 60% of parents report that maintaining routine during the summer helps reduce the stress. Here we go again. Reducing stress for both the parents and their children. Finally, let's just discuss about designating work and play zones in your home. With remote work and kids' activities, having specific areas for different tasks can make a huge difference. So let me tell you about a friend of mine who actually is a mom of two, and she's a hard worker. She works from home. So she's struggling to balance that work-home life until she actually decided to create her own corner office in the living room. That actually sounds a similar scenario as our living room is also corner marked for my husband's office as well. That seems to be a designated spot, somewhat common. Now, her kids have a designated play area though in the backyard. So what this happens is it helps her stay focused on her work while her kids are playing safely, because her office and her desk actually look out to the play area. Why is this so important? Because the fact that the designated zones help create boundaries between the work and playtime. It makes it easier to focus on tasks at hand, and it also reduces the distractions and helps maintain a sense of order in the home. And that's what we want. We want everyone to know exactly where and what, right? Now, if you designate your areas for the work and the play zone, make sure that you look at the layout of your home to identify the potential areas for the different activities. So for us, it's the same that I just mentioned before. My husband actually has his area in the living room, but it's designated to a certain area of the room, right? So that is what it is. It's a specific area just for the work. There you go. Again, play areas, designated areas for kids to play and store their toys. This could be like in a playroom, a section of the living room, an outdoor space, maybe on the patio. For here, you can use storage solutions like bins and shelves to keep toys organized. This is where the kids can have their play area. And also, not only that, but you know what? Throw in there a reading nook, a craft station, a space for some physical play. Kids love that. If the space is limited, consider using room dividers or maybe even furniture to create a distinct zone area. You can use a bookshelf that can act as a divider between the workspace and a play area, or another piece of furniture, just so that you can designate those areas. And lastly, establish rules for each of those zones. So this is what we would consider setting boundaries. So no work-related activities in the play area and vice versa. So no play in the work area and no work in the play area. This helps everyone respect the designated purposes of each space. So by creating these zones, you not only enhance the productivity and the relaxation, but you're ensuring that each of the family members have a space that meets their needs. So personally, I think it's great. I mean, I don't know about you, but I think that if there is an area for the kids for them to go to, it's wonderful. And it allows me to go to work and relax. And it's such a game changer, right? Because everyone knows where all the spaces and the zones are. Super, super important. If you want also during the summertime, or maybe actually even do it during the school years as well, but summertime is also, you want to maybe even rotate these play zones. So keeping things interesting for the kids, you could rotate these play zones periodically. For example, one week the play area could be focused on the arts and the crafts, and the next could be set up for physical activity. This keeps the environment not only stimulating, but totally engaging during the summer months. Designated play areas for children are states that organized play spaces can enhance development skills and promote positive behaviors, which we all want to have somewhat in the summertime. Don't you agree? So to wrap up, by establishing a morning routine, creating a family calendar, and designated work and play zones, you can create a summer schedule that works for everyone. Flexibility is key, but having a structure can make your summer more enjoyable and less stressful. Remember, the goal is to create an environment where everyone can thrive and enjoy the summer to the fullest. Stay with us next week as we continue the summer series into organizing your space for the summer. Have a great week and happy organizing. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe to Organizing with Ease podcast on your favorite podcast platform and leave us a review. Your feedback helps us grow and reach more listeners like you who are passionate about living their best lives. And remember, a new episode comes out every Thursday at 8 a.m. So mark your calendar and join us. Until next week, take care and keep shining bright.